I used to believe my life was a long corridor of locked doors. No matter how hard I tried, nothing seemed to open. I worked honestly, prayed regularly, and made du'a every single night, yet disappointment followed me like a shadow. My business failed, debts piled up, and even people I trusted slowly disappeared from my life. I started to wonder, was Allah displeased with me? One evening, after a particularly heavy day, I walked to the masjid for Maghrib prayer. My heart felt empty, and my steps were slow. After the prayer, I sat in a quiet corner, just staring at the carpet, asking Allah silently, "What more do you want from me?" That's when he appeared. An elderly man, dressed simply, with a face that was calm and weathered by time, sat down beside me. I didn't notice him at first, not until he spoke softly. "Son," he said, "why does your heart look heavier than your shoulders?" I was taken aback. I had told absolutely no one about my struggles, yet his words pierced right through me. There was something in his voice, something that made it easy to speak. So, I told him everything: my failures, my fear of the future, my exhaustion with being patient. He listened quietly, without interrupting even once. When I finally finished, he smiled. It wasn't a mocking smile, but one filled with certainty. He asked, "Do you pray?" I said, "Yes." "Do you make du'a?" "Yes," I replied again. "Then why?" he asked gently. "Are you in such a hurry to see Allah's answer?" I stayed silent. He continued, "Allah answers du'a in 3 ways. He gives you what you ask, He delays it to give you something even better, or He uses it to protect you from a harm you cannot see. Tell me, must your timing be better than His?" His words settled into my heart like rain on dry land. Then he said something I will never, ever forget. Sometimes Allah breaks your path, not to stop you, but to redirect you. What you call a delay may actually be preparation. Before leaving, he placed his hand on my shoulder and added, "Tomorrow, help someone even if you have nothing. Charity opens doors that du'a alone does not." He stood up and just walked away. I wanted to ask his name, but he was already gone. That night I couldn't sleep. His words echoed in my mind over and over. The next day, on my way to work, I saw a man struggling to push a broken cart. I hesitated. I barely had enough for myself, but I remembered the stranger's advice. I helped him, gave him the little money I had, and made a simple du'a: "O Allah, I help for your sake alone." Within weeks, something changed. A forgotten job application was suddenly accepted. A person I barely knew offered me a partnership. Opportunities started appearing from places I never expected. Slowly, my debts decreased. My heart grew lighter, not because my life became perfect, but because my trust in Allah became firm. Months later, I searched for the elderly man at the masjid. I asked around, describing him, but no one seemed to recognize my description. One brother smiled and said, "Perhaps Allah sent him only for you." That day, I understood something profound. The stranger didn't change my destiny, Allah did through him. And I learned that sometimes, when your world feels like it's falling apart, Allah sends guidance wrapped in ordinary clothing, through a stranger, to remind you, what is written for you will never miss you. And what misses you was never written for you in the first place. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more reflections.